Hello and welcome back. Today is day 58 of streaming every single day and art stream number 24. We are going to be working more on the Sea King tonight. I feel like it's been a little bit too long for me not working on him again. So I thought it might be fun. But I'd like to ask for please excuse me if the mouse keeps doing that thing again. Something with the pen. Or something with the tablet, I think, actually. We were just looking at it today, and it looks like it might be the tablet, actually, so... hopefully that's not going to be bugging us too much today. But I'd like to get to work on the actual artwork. I think that'd be fun. I'm gonna get everything set up real quick. Hello, Elfin. How are you today? Let's see, it's a little bit unsteady, but it's not that bad. Very tired. Yeah, I just realized I feel a little bit tired today still, too. I don't think that'll stop me from doing this, though. I don't think so. Let's see here. I want to get started on that VTubing project here soon, too, where I make a model. But I have a very specific idea for how I want to go about it, so... Sorry, my throat's a little bit dry today. Maybe I need a mint. Okay, so... I might have to hide everything real quick. And just kind of trust that I'll see it in my head. There we go, no more distractions. Ah yes, what the canvas was originally made for. And to think I was going to jump straight to the illustration without having any guidance on how I was going to draw him. Okay, let's get the shapes broken down. I already know that I make heads a little bit too big for their size, so we can make that smaller. This is supposed to be before the jaw is even added to it. Okay. Not quite like that. Like more like this. Man, it's so hard to draw the other side. Or make it look too square. I want it to be the same distance, but I want a little bit of roundness right here. If we can make that work, that'd be great. Sort of, but not quite. Okay. You know, I almost feel like I have to reverse that. What happens if we do that? Not quite. Okay. Not quite the perspective I'm looking at either. Wait, these are just the palms. Okay, we gotta... think we need to rethink this real quick. How do I set the perspective? This is gonna be really interesting. This is like a rounded perspective is what I'm trying to picture. Oh my, that is not how you do that. Typically, I think if you're doing something like this, it always goes from center point. Something like this. Hmm. Oh, okay, I think I can see what I'm trying to do now. I wish I could do this like, oh. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna hope that that's centered. Something like that. Unless it got bigger towards this part. Something like... So what if we do really thin? We're at 17 right now. What if we do like 7? Oh, that's interesting. Uh, Hoping this will help me get an idea of what I'm doing at least. think I did a little bit wrong, but we can work with that still. Only would always go back to that one spot. Something like that, we can work with that. It's a really weird perspective I'm picturing in my head. I don't know if this will help us or make it worse for us, but we're gonna try it anyways. Just trying to picture this. Almost like a panoramic view. How do you picture that? Kind of like this. Oh. Kind of like this. How you have like the... I feel like it would be something like that. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. So if the main character is standing right here, zoom it out real quick. So, character. Character is right here then. Right here. And where's everything else? Let's make a background. Because perhaps that'll help us with the setting. Man, I don't really work with illustrations. This is a challenge for me. I'm picturing the main character being really close right here in the shot, where you can still see behind over here and still see over here and a little bit up here. And some in the foreground, of course, or the background, not foreground. How to do... This is driving me nuts already. I want the camera to be a little bit disoriented. If that makes any sense. Like the angle is a little bit disoriented. Like he's kind of almost like bending over like this a little bit. But you don't actually get to see it, so I want the camera to be a little bit distorted. In some way, shape, or form. Uh, mm, something like that. There we go. Chandelier. Of course, from this angle, you'd probably see more of the underside of it. How do you represent that? Be a little bit more like, I can turn it upwards a bit more. Like show less up here and then, oh, Something more like this, yeah, I think. Oh, I see, I see. I see what's going on here. While I may have fixed the other parts, these parts are still telling me it's not a more undersided view. So if it was, you'd see those parts over here. There we go. That's what it was. Okay. Really happy with that now. Nice, nice. That is how we do the different perspective. So, okay, if this is right here, pretty high part of the ceiling, he'd be a lot smaller in this room. So it is a mansion. Or a castle. It's not even an accurate depiction of the character. Okay, that's more accurate now. Size-wise, size-wise. I want there to be stairs going up here. It's just a draft, so it needs to be more on the background. Hmm. So far, something like this is what I'm picturing in my head. Of course, a railing up here. I don't think I want to do a full pillar. You know what I mean by that? You know. Don't. I'll explain it or show it later. I have a specific idea, because I don't want to block off everything here. It have to be placed perfectly on the spot. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what I want to do with this part right here yet, because I feel like I want to make this an open spot rather than enclosed. I did realize the chandelier up here got messed up a little bit, but that doesn't really matter. I can fix that. Actually, based on the perspective, it would be over here. Or would it? Maybe more up here? Has to be really small, though. Hmm. Like the ground level part right here. The reason I want it to be from a specific perspective as well is because of this one part I want to include in it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to include this part on the left that I wanted to include, but I can include the other thing, which is the large golden halls. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. I'm gonna turn everything else then to fit the ground level. There we go. That's very accurate to how I picture it so far. I think it would be something like more like this. I don't want them to appear too small, but I don't want them to appear too close. So if I go from more of a perspective looking this way, and I want it to be a little bit more from down to up, so you can see this and stuff. So that's why it's gonna be really distorted, and I'm trying to figure out how that will work. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. I've almost got it. I've almost got it. Hello, Rio. How are you today? Tired, how are you? Oh man. I am doing okay. I'm a little bit tired now though too. I'm kind of just on art autopilot. Trying to figure out how to draw this illustration, and I need to get a feel for how the perspective's gonna look first. So I did a zoomed out version so I have an idea, but it's taking a bit of time. I expected it to take some time, but like, man. Well, thank you so much for the raid, 11th Sound. Welcome in, everyone. How are y'all doing today? How was the stream, Labyrinth? Nice to see you live again. How goes it? It's going good. Hello, Enderman Man. Hello, Sanic. How is everyone today? Stream is fun, quiet night, can be rather a welcome change. Yeah, right? Glad it was fun. You're sleepy? Aw. Seems like everyone's tired today, huh? You know, I want these to be thicker gates, but I made them really thin. So maybe I can portray that properly in the actual illustration. We're working on our Sea King again. Trying to get a feel for the perspective. Because it's going to be something like... let's see here. Something like this kind of angle with his head down. You'll be able to see the chandelier if I can help it up here. I want people to be able to see like this stuff back here. But I also want this part to be seen. So try to figure out exactly how to perform that. That kind of optical illusion of some sort. Kind of like a panoramic view. But I feel like the camera would be very distorted because of that. I'm gonna be lurking for tonight. Sadly, audio doesn't edit itself. Much love, friend. Oh, thank you so much. Enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much for the raid again. Ooh, maybe I should... I should more like right here. I feel like I wanted there to be some wall in between here, so... You know what? Maybe I should just make this in like a... in Blender or something, or... Heck, I think even Roblox Studio would be good for something like this. Just like a basic idea of how the perspective would work would be really nice, actually. Maybe I should do that. feel like these gates don't look big enough, though. So we should chop the top of these off. But now they don't look wide enough. Oh, hmm. There we go. Have fun drawing, I'm heading out. Alright, have a good night, Enderman Man. There we go, though. That is the effect I was looking for. I do want them to be a little bit thicker, though. Have like a space in between that goes up a little bit. Like in between this one, there'd be a little bit of space that goes up into the ceiling more, and then you'd have the next bar that goes down. It's really thick downwards. And width-wise. And then you'd have another one of those spaces, the gap up here. Is this how all concept art looks for architecture? Or is it just mine that looks really sloppy like this? This is also my first attempt at a full-on illustration, so I'm really hoping it goes okay. Hmm. Oh. You know, I don't think that's much of a underside view, so I'm gonna change this again. I want to make it more of an underside view. If I don't mess it up, that is. Something like that. Not exactly sure about this. But it's something. Okay, something like that. Hmm. I think it'd be even thinner than that, man. Something like this would be more fun to model first, because then I'd have something to go off of. But I'm gonna go with drawing it first and see if I can model it later. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Make sure this one's a pillar of some sort. I want this to be able to be seen though, so to change this thing's perspective because of the gates right here. They need to match in the same plane. Something more like that. Also, I can do myself a favor and just turn these because the whole ground is kind of rotated right now. Which means this should also be rotated. Only problem with this up here is it's a little bit too low. I want the ceiling to be a bit higher. That to be at least like something like right around there. So oh, I gotta open this part up more. Yeah, because, okay, yeah, for the original perspective, I was picturing something a little bit different, but now that I have these gates here, I need to look at those gates to determine how I'm going to make these one. This one. This is just like a dark path down here. It is supposed to be a thin one, though, so let me try to do that. It is supposed to be thinner. I just want to make sure it has the same kind of angle as these ones. There we go. What's gonna be really interesting is trying to discern where the how far the ceiling goes back. Hmm. I'm trying to decide how I want this part to look. Well, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna do a long railing. I don't think I like this part. I want to keep it to like this area can oversee another part down here. Like maybe line up the ceiling. That'd be a really interesting angle right there. Hello, Spooky Nebby. How are you tonight? That'd be a completely different perspective. Wow. Um. Hmm. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. Essentially, this is the ceiling point right there, based on how I drew the other line. Bad because I have to wait for Wilds to download again, even though I pre-downloaded it before. Steam L. Oh, my goodness. Sorry to hear about that. Hopefully it doesn't cause you any more problems. What about you? I'm just working on perspective right now for the illustration. Is it the Sea King's room? Close. It's like, one of the main halls in the castle, or his mansion. Oh, interesting. So if this is the ceiling, then I can kind of picture it better now. Even though it's kind of wonky, this over here is not exactly how it should look, but I have a general idea of what I'm working with now. Thinking how I'm gonna go about this part. If I should make this solid under here, or if I should make like the stair parts. Oh, it's done downloading. Well, time to lurk. Alrighty, enjoy your lurk. Have fun with drawing. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Nebby. Enjoy Wilds! Alrighty, back to this. At this point we wouldn't even see it anymore, so... Oh. Let me just redo that part. Because I could do that-ish. I did not realize I didn't complete the railing on this side, or on the other side at all. Pretty sure more of this staircase would be able to be seen because of this angle that we're coming from. But it should be fine. Like this part all right here. Technically it should be more visible on this side. Very much like that. Wondering if we should do a not entirely full pillar here as well. Or if we should do a pillar here at all, because I don't like obstructing the view of up there too much. This thing would definitely need some pillars though. Okay, Yeah, because now these two things match up on the same plane. This part doesn't exactly, so we can grab this real quick. Kind of like that. I just don't want it to be too close to this part. Okay, something like that. I'm going to have another door on this side. It'd be really thin, considering where we're looking at it from. and which wall it's on. I'm thinking like these could be like little servant doors over here. Possibly. Even though they don't really have any. Just the vibe I wanted to go with for this one. These rooms over here, I mean. 'Cause this one's a big grand opening, this one's a smaller one. Like, I'm picturing like a laundry kind of spot being over here where you'd like hand wash clothes. Because these people have a natural water source, so I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do with those rooms. Like something like supplies, maybe in this one. Laundry stuff in this one, maybe. Otherwise it'll just be a long hall like this, but just a really dark version. I'm thinking if you go through this spot down here, it will lead to the throne room. Or possibly the ballroom first. And then go through like a series of spots. Where it's like the dining room. And then the throne room. We're not gonna get to draw those in this part though. I want something either decorative here or making it an underspot. Oof, sorry to hear, Sanic. I'm sure it'll work out soon enough. Wait a minute. Um... Yeah, so this back wall won't have any railing at all. That's a lot of extra space. I feel like I shouldn't even see this much right here. So we're gonna grab this. Slightly better, I think. I think that's better. I think I should do like smaller crystals like this in succession. So I'll do like a really small one right here. This one doesn't have to be equal. How do I get it right there? There we go. Should we do 4 on each side or 3 on each side? Hmm. I want to have a more organic look to this. Hmm. Oh, that one's weird looking. I'll make a really small one. No, it just looked out of place though. Kind of looks better with just not having anything there, that one. That'll just be 3 on each side? Hmm. I want to be able to curve this though, so how do I do that? Hmm. Actually, wait, can I do that? Can I just like... No, that does not look right. I'm gonna have like a red carpet all the way down here. Something kind of close to this. Well, like a pretty window to be back here. I'm thinking that the entrance of the castle or the mansion would be from the left. Meanwhile, this one would be like further into the mansion, and this one would be like a little porch down here. Something like a outdoor spot. Yeah, no, I think this would be a lot of fun to model. Considering it. Oh, this perspective would change a little bit too. We should in theory be seeing more of this than anything over here now. And then we just addressed how that should look. Something more like that. Hmm. This one looks like it'd also be tilting back a lot. Oh, I forgot that I drew this all on the same layer. Oh my goodness. This is a lot to be on one layer. I was wondering why I was able to just sit there and keep drawing and drawing and drawing. Just want to make a straight line. I did it in the same wrong spot. I'm gonna do a straight line in the right spot. Like that. That's closer. Oh, oh my. I want to have like decorative coral somewhere. I have no idea how to draw coral. Hmm. Okay. I think we've got our base layer now. Oh, I do have an idea. I just think it wouldn't work as well as I'm thinking it would, so let's try something real quick. Well, first of all, let's make another layer separate from this one, and let's put it beneath this one that we've been working on that whole time. Let us do... I do think that this part should be closed off for sure, but then, yeah, this part right back under here. Maybe another gate under here. But if the entrance is so close to the main hall, I don't know. I feel like they'd want it to be pretty close, but in this scenario, for this specific kingdom that I'm making, they wouldn't want the hall to be right near the entrance. The main hall, meaning. Because this is where a lot of them will gather. I also want, like, a lot of decorations to be on the walls. Hmm. Oh, I just got a great idea. Do something like that. Okay, so instead of a passageway underneath, we're just gonna do this, like, seating area. I gotta do something around it, though. I got just the thing. Right around here. There we go. So this part will have a pattern that's like a seashell. Or a clam. It's like a seat here, but it's like almost like a couch or like a cushion. I think that's a good way to use it, the space. Make a separate layer. Oh, I have an idea. Mm, Thank you, Bash, for the follow. How are you today? Wait a second. How am I doing this? I'm good. Hope you're doing well too, Mallow. Thank you. I am doing okay. Glad to know you're doing good. Not sure how to make this work. Maybe I can think of something else. It'd be easier to like do like a hole in the wall like cutout. Like maybe feathers or a wing. It's supposed to be like ocean themed, but it's also not gonna be all ocean themed. That's why we have some crystals down here. Got gold, flower. These like orbs are supposed to be like kind of trying to resemble like water droplets or what the anglerfish has on it, the light. I want this to be like a fish tail cut out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh, that's right. Tilt this real quick, because we did. Oh, that is not what I was trying to do. Here we go. I think, how would you resemble... This is like a cutout in the wall. This would be especially hard with all these different, like, odd shapes. It's one thing if you do, like, a circle. Like, okay, no, it's just, okay, you got a circle at the end. Also, I don't know if it'd be visible. Something like this, though. So if I keep that as, like, a reference, maybe? Or if you have... square... Let's see a little bit at the end down here. You could tell it's a cutout, but with our fish friend's tail shape, it becomes really hard for me to picture how that would work. Something like this, though. Something that almost resembles a feather, but almost resembles a fin. Maybe something like... I don't know if you'd see it. So there is a way that I can figure this out, but it's not exactly ideal. It's essentially just this. It's not my favorite way of figuring it out, though. Just a lot of copying and pasting layers. I have a feeling that the answer to my question is you wouldn't see the rest of anything at all. I just have to make it like look dark in there. I'm worried that that will be the answer. That is already my answer, yeah. Because of the perspective we're going from. And the shape. The shape too. Okay, guess we'll have to just like depict that with like maybe some lines through here in this kind of grainy pattern. Let's do one more. Just one more. It's gotta be really, really small. Okay. So we have the original layer. I'm gonna put all the other layers together. There we go. Then we can hide those a bit. So we have the general idea that they exist, but that we don't have to look at it too much. Okay. Seeing some things I could definitely change, but overall this is a good base for what we're going for. Where'd the person go? Oh, it was on layer 3. Wait, what? Oh, I thought I muted the layer. What in the world? So I'm still thinking of putting him maybe right about here in the middle of this spot. Still not 100% sure on this clam-like shape here, but I might keep that. Hmm. More on layer 7. I want to put something on this back wall. Something more ocean related here. I'm gonna be able to, like, do this. We should wait for that spot. Okay, we are going to be wrapping this up though. Just gonna do a few more details here and there. And then we'll work on more of it next time. I think I'd like to move this back more towards the wall. And then we've got... This is supposed to resemble kind of like how they have the gold. Except I think I want to make this like a light blue. Like almost like a teal for this one. Something like that, but it's not exactly big enough here. Right about there. That's more accurate. And now... we have little spots that are held up by pins, similar to what we see with their gold work. But I feel like they should get their gold and stuff imported from another place, another country in the story. Just based on the fact that they're more interested in like weather and of course water stuff, right? Well, technically. Yeah, I think the miners and like the goldsmiths and stuff should be from another place that specialize with it. But I do think that these people should be miners of some sort if they're under the water and they have more access to, like, they're closer to certain minerals in the earth. Like, maybe that's what these crystals are. Perhaps amethyst, actually, because amethyst would be nice. Or they can all be different colors. I'm picturing these gates being gold, this carpet being red. I'm picturing an overall very warm hue to this room. That's why I don't know if this part will exactly tie in or not, so we might change that part, but we'll see what we do next time. Thank you all again for the raid and the follows. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great night. Later. See you in the next one. Oh, yeah, this was art stream number 24 and day 58 of streaming every single day. Good night, everyone. Ah, I figured actually maybe I should raid someone, so let's see. Let's see if I can find anyone who's doing art. Okay, so I did find someone, but it looks like they didn't even start their stream yet. Maybe? We could raid them. Let's see. They're also doing art. This is interesting, because I don't think I've raided anyone who has a underscore in their name. And yeah, sorry guys, we will raid more people that we know when more people are on, and when we actually know more people. But for now, we're gonna find other people to support. Thank you guys for sticking in. Let's see. I hope this works. Have a great night, everyone. Let's see what this artist has to offer. Have fun, guys. See you later. Good night.